Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Wednesday, April 6th, 2022. It's just beautiful, lovely. I'm probably going to laugh, although I shouldn't laugh. There's all kinds of crazy shit going on. Let's talk about it. We heard a very, I want to say, I don't know the exact word, but let's put it this way, a warning from Goldman Sachs today on the market. We'll talk about that. We heard from the Federal Reserve today, the International Energy Agency today. More freaks crawling out of the woodwork from the Federal Reserve, and other things too. But anyway, let's start off with the market so I can, get my head on straight here. So markets fell under some pressure again today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell about 0.5%. The S&P 500 fell just about 1%. The Nasdaq continues to get hit. Why? Because you know already. Tech stocks are very sensitive to a rising rate environment. Look, I sincerely believe this, people, and you can do what you want with what I'm going to tell you here. But in my opinion, the tech sector has gotten beyond beat up. I mean, there are absolutely deals to be made here. All right, that's just my take on it. I really believe that. Let's look over at the debt market real quick. So we got a 10-year yield today, which came down slightly, okay? 2.6, slightly stronger dollar. Could this be a fear trade that we're seeing here? A safety trade, seeing the 10-year yield drop, stronger dollar, stocks sell off. Yes, I think that's part of it. Look, there's a lot of uncertainty being injected into this market with regard to what the Fed may or may not do. But understand, the Federal Reserve is a serial liar. That's all they do is lie. And we're what's interesting? We're hearing the same freaks from the Fed who are now they're saying they are so concerned about rising inflation. These are the same imbeciles who were selling us the transitory lie, but now they're very concerned about inflation and they got to do something about it. Really? How many of you buy that for a nanosecond? The Federal Reserve has been on a mission to deliberately inflate with lie after lie about how they were data dependent. They're going to be looking at the data at every meeting and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And they missed their I can't even talk. Their 2% inflation mark by 800%. It's astonishing now, and it's going much, much higher. Do you think that's by accident, really? You really believe the freaks over there? You can't believe anything they tell you. Because, again, they just lie, and they continue to lie, and they will not stop because they're never, ever held to account for a damn thing. Because our loving, caring representatives really care about you and I. Oh, they do. You know that. Anyway, so that's the story here. In my opinion, it appears that the market is adjusting. It's trying to price in rate hikes, which are coming. The question is 25 basis points, 50 basis points, and with regard to a whole bunch of other things, the Federal Reserve, again, they're pushing the narrative of a wind down with regard to their balance sheet. The Fed minutes came out today from the last meeting. And it appears that they really, really want to start winding down their balance sheet. Oh, they're so concerned. They even want to maybe stop buying treasuries or slow down drastically and maybe even sell mortgage-backed securities. Oh, yeah. Look, I don't believe a word of it until I see it with my own eyes. Which will be nearly impossible to do. I won't believe a damn thing that comes out of this organization. They are the most corrupt, sinister, evil, disgusting, putrid, vomitous, I love that word, thing that has ever been created in the history of the world. It's really the truth. There's nothing like it. Anyway, with that said, Let us move forward. Gold and silver put on little gains today. Nothing major, but gains nonetheless. Okay, do you really care about the day-to-day price action of gold and silver? I hope not, because I don't. With regard to cryptocurrencies, yes, these fell under pressure, but crude oil got hit. Why did crude oil get hit today? Twofold. Well, one is because we had an unexpected gain in the amount of crude that just happens to be laying around. That's number one. Number two, the International Energy Agency is going to now release another 60 million barrels of crude oil onto the market. Okay, another Band-Aid, in my opinion. Crude's going much higher because the war will not stop. Again, they've already created their scapegoat. Every single thing, good, bad, or indifferent, that happens, I would assume, is going to be blamed on the war. You understand? It's not central banks, it's the war. As a matter of fact, it gets even more stupid than that. We have a shit shortage. Yes, we do. A manure shortage. Make it up. And this manure shortage is apparently creating disruptions with regard to the supply of fertilizer because it keeps going up in price. And that's going to be blamed, the shit shortage is going to be blamed for, I guess, food shortages. Maybe they'll start buying human excrement. I don't know. But nothing would surprise me anyway. You want to earn a few dollars, go take a poop in a plastic bag and go mail it somewhere. Make this stuff up. You can't do it. No one can do it. Anyway, so let us go over a few lovely things today. So specifically, I want to talk about a few freaks from the Fed. So this is Fed President Harker, and he is acutely concerned. He's one of the guys who was also, pushing the transitory narrative too, and he's, going on and on and on about, inflation is running way too high. In other words, they all got it wrong, right? How about no? They didn't get it wrong. This is what they've deliberately, including him, have gone out of their way to do. Okay? And the Fed will be reducing their balance sheet. You can count on it. Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, by the way, I want to hear from you on this. There is a new variant. COVID variant. Yes. Omicron XE. Does that mean like extra special, or what does XE stand for? I don't know. You let me know. So that's the new variant that they want to throw at us because, again, they have another $1 trillion, $1 trillion that must be spent. This was already allocated funds to fight COVID. Okay. So that will be spent, and they're going to create reasons why they got to get that thing in your body. You understand? I think you do. Because, again, big pharma, they will not be left holding the bag. Imagine, for example, a major pharmaceutical, people said, hey, you know what? I've had enough of this. 4, 5, 6 vaccines, whatever it might be. I'm done. Oh, no. They got stockpiles of this stuff, and they will not be left holding the bag. They're going to sell it to you. And the government's going to buy it, of course. And then you're going to eat it. You understand? That's how it always works. Anyway, here. I just love this. This is the headline. Manure shortage. Supplies running short as fertilizer prices soar. That is a headline. Go look it up. You can't make this stuff up. If you try to, people, it's impossible to do. So going back to the Fed, they're talking about this runoff of asset purchases in the minutes today. And we'll see what they actually do regarding treasuries and mortgage-backed securities. Okay, they're going to lower their balance sheet, and they're going to sell mortgages. I'm waiting for that to happen. How about you? You want to hold your breath? I think I'll do the same. Let us move forward here. Man, my handwriting is just terrible. Let's talk about Goldman Sachs. So Goldman Sachs here is warning on the stock market. They're very, very concerned that the Federal Reserve is going to get it wrong Really? They're going to get it wrong. No, the Federal Reserve never gets it wrong. Have already, again, set these wheels in motion a long time ago, and they're just allowing the side effect to occur. And that is this. They've deliberately gone out of their way to inflate a massive bubble in debt, which has sucked the stock market up with it, causing a bubble in real estate prices and everything else. And whatever happens... It's not by accident. You all know that. But Goldman Sachs is warning on the market. So what do they want people to do? I would like to know, is Goldman Sachs now sending out a letter to all of their clients telling them to dump their positions? I bet they're not doing that. How about you? No, I don't think they're telling people to do a damn thing, unless, of course, they're going to be betting against their own clients again, like they always do. Look, you know my take on this. We have... people, let's put this into perspective. We have an S&P 500 roughly 7% off of a new record high. 7! What's going on? It's nothing so dramatic. Okay, we have a NASDAQ that has taken the biggest hit of them all, but looking at the broader market, what is going on besides nothing here? Okay, we have a 10-year yield which is settled above 2%. You knew it would from a very long time ago because we covered it here. Excuse me, getting all worked up. But I don't know about you, and you guys and girls, look, I love all of you, my lions, my lionesses. Mwah! Okay, I am not going to change my strategy here. If you go to my website, traderschoice.net, you're going to see a whole bunch of positions here. We have consumer staples up there, Coca-Cola, Altria Group, and they're doing very well in this environment. Sure, bank stocks have done shitty as of late. As a matter of fact, my bank holdings are down about 10% after today. 10%. Is that making me sweat right now? Am I sweating because my bank positions are down 10%? How about no? Because I'm sitting back here, I'm taking my dividend that they're giving me every quarter, and I love to have that. I'm also trading around those positions here by selling puts 20% out of the money, expiring 2 weeks to a month out, and I'm just pulling premium here. I don't care. I personally believe we are still in the right spots across the board. And this is why I have my positions structured in this manner where you got consumer staples, like I said, Altria, Coca-Cola, you got energy producers still doing pretty damn good, and that's the place to be. I mean, yes, we had this drop in crude oil today, but we know what that's all about. It's another Band-Aid. Do you think it's going to last? I don't. Why? Because the dollar is going to continue to crater, okay? They can't just miraculously stop inflation, all right? The wheels of all this have been set in motion since QE1 back in 2008, okay? And since that time, they've been magically creating trillions of dollars out of thin air, okay? Just buying assets, sending dollars wherever they want, creating reasons to borrow cash into existence like the war and everything else. And they think all of a sudden this is just going to go away, like it's really transitory. How about no? We have not seen anything yet, people. I think you know that. Anyway, it's such a freak show, as I started this whole video off with. It's out of control. It's out of freaking control. Anyway, look, that's really it. Keep your eyes on that 10-year yield. Are you watching the MMRI? Because I know you are. I got my my email boxes lighting up today. Greg, you seen the MMRI? It's over 160. Yeah, I'm watching it. What does that tell us? Again, it's not a stock market crash predictor. Anyone who's trying to make a stock market crash predictor, it won't work, okay? But we can measure risk reliably, and that's what the MMRI does, right on my website, free for all of you to look at. Okay, yes, we are dead smack in the middle of the yellow range here, but it doesn't mean that anything is imminent. You understand? And like I said, we have an S&P 500 7% off of a record high, and when people, and you got Goldman Sachs warning you. You're being warned. I'm making myself choke. Let me calm down a minute here. I'm starting to sweat. Lovely. All right, people, look, I covered a lot here for you. And please comment. I want to hear from you. I really, really do. How many of you are terrified? How many of you are terrified that this market's going to crash tomorrow or the next day? What's happening right now? Normal market cycles. Okay? The market just doesn't go straight up year after year after year after year after year. No, people, that's not normal. Sometimes things pull back. So stop with the crash shit. I'm sick of it. But if you want to donate some manure, I'm sure there is someone that will collect it for you. Like I said, we have a manure shortage. Make it up. Incredible. I'm out of here. This guy here loves you a lot. I'll see you in the morning.